What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over my predictions for UFC Fight Night Tsarukyan versus Hooker, so let's get right into it. This is a really nice card. I'm really excited for it, especially because the main event. And a lot of the fighters on the prelims are like pretty decent too, so let's go over it. Starting off, a lot of these guys I've never heard of though. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them are in Middle Eastern, from Central Asia, from North Africa, from countries like those, Morocco, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan. Alright, so we'll do this, starting off with this fight, Bazkat, I don't even know what to say his name, but Alexander Topuria versus, this guy, this is Ilya Topuria's brother, obviously. Really good wrestler. Well, from what we know, he's got more wrestling experience than Ilya, and his striking with his boxing looked pretty good too. He caught, I think his name's Cody Thickness, whatever his name is, with that like nasty hook right to the jaw, and it was bad. He sent him off balance. So I think Topuria's gonna probably win this, but I've seen like stuff saying this guy's pretty good. I'm excited to see this fight. Country Germany. This must be where they're born. But yeah, I'm expecting him to win. I want to see him win this fight so he gets like moves up. I want to see him start to get up there. But I think there's a chance this guy wins, but I've never seen him fight, so I wouldn't really know. Heard of this guy. I'm pretty sure I saw him getting knocked out. I'm not too sure. Yeah, let's see. What the fuck? Alright, I don't know. Moving up. Oh, this is a good one. Alex Perez versus Asylum Mabayev. I'm pretty sure Alex Perez is a former title challenger. And Asylum Mabayev, he was, I don't know, he wasn't undefeated, was he? Yeah, he had 2 losses before the Manel Kopp loss, but lost to Manel Kopp. Manel Kopp's a good striker, but like, he's a good grappler, but it seems like he just, like, the Kazakhstan style of wrestling and just grappling is just kind of weird. It almost seemed like he didn't even, like, he knows how to wrestle, but like he doesn't know how to wrestle. Like he doesn't know how to shoot. Every fighter's gotta know how to shoot in, but like shoot for a takedown. But like I don't see him doing it commonly. I think he just kind of grapples, like in the clinch, gets him down, kind of use his foot. He uses foot trips, ties him up in the clinch. But in this fight, I'm probably gonna go Asylum Mabayev. Alex Perez is like on a pretty big losing streak. The last time I think he fought was Tusser or Tyra, and it was when he hurt his knee or whatever, when Tyra got on his back. But yeah, I think he's just going downhill from here, because I mean he's pretty old, I think, right? I don't know, it doesn't say, but I'm guessing he's like what, 35, 36, 37, somewhere around there. But yeah, I think the new up and comer Asylum Mabayev is gonna take this one. It should be a good fight though. I don't think Alex Perez is gonna quit easily. Going up, Nicholas Dalby, he got put out cold by what's that guy? Randy Brown. And then I don't know that guy. There's a lot of people, it seems like I don't know. Moving up, Luke Riley. I don't know these guys either. I guess this guy's making his debut. Just really locked into the main card people. Alright. Here I can give good predictions. Well, I mean this first fight. I've never heard of this guy. Well, I mean I heard of him in some videos, but I don't know. I've never seen him fight. Tagir Ulanbekov, a good fighter. Not the best, but that last win, I heard a lot of people saying controversially like he didn't deserve it. I kind of think he deserved it, but I mean, have your own opinion, I guess. Looking at the new shorts, looking pretty nice, but I know some people were kind of disappointed, and some people want them to bring back the sponsors, which I don't like that idea at all. But Yeah, Tagir Ulanbekov fighting at a Habib's corner, I believe, at the Habib's camp. Submission. I think he's probably. I think it's Tagir. I know there's two. There's Tagir and there's Saeed, but I don't know too much about Saeed. But I know Tagir. He's people. A lot of people are saying like he's the underlier and he's the one that's kind of hidden. I thought he was undefeated. I guess not. Maybe this is the one that lost. Well, I know Saeed lost to Bryce Mitchell, but I don't know if Tagir is the one of the ones I'm thinking about. Moving up, well, in this fight, I'm probably gonna say Tagir, but being that I don't know, I heard this guy's got pretty good striking from what I know, but the grappling might just overwhelm him, honestly. Going up, Sergey Spivak versus Shamil Gaziev. This is a funny fight. Look at him smiling in that stupid photo. Sergey Spivak, he's a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu player from what I remember. And then Shamil Gaziev, he's just got all the power. He's just like a big blob kind of charging at you. Yeah. Shamil Gaziev, he's got a lot of power. Everyone like kind of makes jokes about him. But he's like, in the end, he's a good fighter, yeah. He's only got one loss, and I'm pretty sure it's to Rosenstrike. He quit from exhaustion, right? Quit from exhaustion, that's funny. But grappling, you must rarely shoot for takedowns. Odds, where are all the odds for all these fights? Knockout, yeah. Submission. This should be a decent fight. Hopefully Shamil Gaziev opens up. I want to see. I mean, I don't really care who wins this, but if Shamil knocked him out, wouldn't be surprised, and that'd be pretty cool. Moving up, we got a really strange fight right here. Muktabek Orobai versus Jack Hermanson. Jack Hermanson normally a middleweight, and Orobai normally a lightweight. So, yeah. Fighting at welterweight, meeting in the middle. Like, why is this fight happening? I have no idea. But, yeah, 5'10 versus 6'1. Not a huge size difference. Jack Hermanson, good crafty grappler, and Muktabek Orobai, just a good fighter overall. Good mixed martial artist. Probably see Orobai winning this, but heard someone say Jack Hermanson, but I don't think that's too realistic. After that Gregory Rodriguez knockout, oh my gosh, that was bad. That was a really bad one. But I think, yeah, probably that Orobai is going to win this. He's never shot a takedown. I thought he was more of a... I know he was a striker. I know he's like a striker, but I thought he had like... He used grappling more, but I guess not. He's from Kyrgyzstan, so Kyrgyzstan. Am I saying that right? Not too sure, but yeah, Orobai, good fighter. Hermanson, he used to be a good fighter, no longer in the top 15 in middleweight, and he's old, and his chin is probably not nowhere near as where it was in the past. So, picking Orobai in this fight. Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. Everyone's picking Oezdemir, but he's just like completely terrible now. I mean, he was never that good, but I mean, Alonzo Menifield is like not a good fighter, but like honestly, I think Alonzo Menifield is gonna take this one, and I'm not the type of guy to ever say that, but I got this weird feeling that Alonzo Menifield's gonna find a way to fucking win this and somehow get in the top 10. Honestly, I think if he won this, he would probably get put to like number 12 because the media doesn't think he's that good. But yeah, Alonzo Menifield, decent fighter. Volkan Oezdemir, he was never a super elite fighter, never world champion material. Yeah, I mean, Oezdemir, that kind of sounds almost Slavic or like Russian. Doesn't sound Swiss, but I don't know. What do I know? So I'm choosing Alonzo Menifield. I kind of want to say, wait, let's see the win-by ratio. I just probably looked at knockout, sub, decision. Huh. think Alonzo Menifield by knockout, honestly. Even though this is only 3 rounds, light heavyweight. Moving up, Bilal versus Ian Machado Gary. This is a good fight. Ian Gary, I'm like his only fan, bro. Everyone wants to go around calling him a cuck and stuff. I mean, he probably is, but like, yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that. But number 2 ranked Bilal Muhammad, former champ, coming off the loss to JDM, and then Ian Gary coming off the win over Carlos Prates, trying to get the number 1 contender spot. And this is the good part about Ian fighting last. Since he's last, he's the one that everyone's gonna see, and Ian's the one that we should give the shot to, because he's gonna be the one with the last performance. He's gonna be the one in the spotlight, and the matchmakers are gonna go look to him. So I think if he's able to pull this off, which I do think he'll win, I think he's going to win this fight. I think he's going to be the one to get the title shot. But I do think it depends on how he wins. Let's look at the win-by ratios. Honestly, I'm leaning Ian by decision, but I think Bilal's going to like do something where he's going to get knocked out. And it's crazy that Bilal, even though he's the better grappler, Ian's has a higher chance of submission. I think he's probably the more polished striker, even though Bilal's not a horrible striker. He's not an elite one. He's just he's a good to great striker, somewhere in between there. Not elite though. And Ian Gary, good striker. He's got that, not a karate stance, but he's got a really long stance. And the grappling, he's really improved on recently. In his last 2 to 3 fights, he's really worked on it, and now he's really using like a full mixed martial arts like base. And it's ever since he went to go train at Shootbox, like it's really showing. Like you can see it a lot, and it's actually like it's crazy. Because you look at his past fights, and yeah, he used some grappling here and there, but he like never used it to a large extent. Now he uses it, and he uses it really well. Getting the takedowns on Carlos Prates, reversing the position with Shavkat. It was good, man. But he's formerly undefeated, 15-0, now he's 15-1. Yeah, I think he's going to beat Bilal. I think this is like a risky matchup for Bilal, kind of like Sean, Michael Morales, but honestly I could see Bilal maybe tagging him. But I mean, Bilal is like kind of old and decrepit, and Ian's like young. So I mean, if Bilal wins, it's gonna be bad for the division. Cause then, I mean, we got probably the best welterweight division now, and I mean it wouldn't make a big impact. But say he wins, there's gonna be this guy that's 5'11", almost 37 years old, and he's gonna be number 1 contender, number 2 contender technically in the rankings, and he's gonna just come off of a loss from the former champ that just got dominated by the new champ, and he's just gonna have 1 win over the number, what is he now, 6? Number 6 ranked guy. Number 6 ranked guy is gonna, I mean, it'll be bad for the division if Bilal wins. We don't want to see that. If you're like an MMA fan and wants to see the welterweight division thrive. Ian Gary, on the other hand, if he wins, it's going to be a good night for the UFC in terms of making money. They got this new star, not this guy. This guy's only had like 2 entertaining performances, Sean Brady and Jack. And Jack's the one he lost because he just was getting beat on. But they're going to have this new contender. Dana really loves Ian Gary from what I know, because he's Irish. But yeah, Ian Gary is my pick for this fight. I think it's a little outlandish that I think he's going to win, because honestly Bilal's got a pretty good chance, but I think Ian's going to probably win this, as long as Bilal doesn't like try to wrestle fuck him and just try to smother him, get him to the ground, just hold him there. As long as, and even if that happens, if Ian's able to get up and just smash him on the feet, maybe even go for a takedown of himself, it would be pretty cool. But yeah, moving up, Armin versus Dan Hooker. number one contender fight. Whoever wins this gets the title shot is kind of crazy to me. And you're gonna take Dan over. I mean, you could probably take him over Patty, but you're gonna take him over Justin Gaethje. I mean, that's kind of crazy. It's not like Dan's gonna win this. Like, I don't really see a way in hell that Dan wins this. Armin actually has been KO'd, but I don't. Let's start from the beginning. Actually, Armin, number one contender, beat Charles Oliveira. He almost got submitted a couple times in that fight, but that's not something that really plays in this fight, being that Dan doesn't have a grappling base that will really threaten Armin. Like, Armin doesn't have to worry about the takedown. Why would Dan try to grapple with Armin? Yeah, that won't happen. But Armin, I think, is going to try to grapple with Dan. And Dan, I don't think he's going to have an answer for. I think he's going to get KO'd on the ground. Honestly, I think Armin's probably the better striker too. But Dan, he's just an old, like, 36-year-old guy. 35, 36. He's trying to work his way back up to the title shot after getting the shit kicked out of him by Poirier. But Dan is a good striker from New Zealand. He's kind of like not one-dimensional. His striking's good, but it's just like it's not. How do I say this? It's not like. It's not. It's not elite striking. I mean, I don't have a word for it. It's not refined. His striking's not refined by any measure. I mean, it's like good. It would obviously beat your average civilian, beat the brains out of him, but he's just like he talks all this, he like wants to be the baddest man, but he like thinks he's the baddest guy in the world, but he's like, he gets mauled by the top 5 in the division. He thinks he's just going to be able to stand up against Armin. Armin's probably either going to submit him, which is probably kind of unlikely. I mean, it could happen, but I mean, I think it's kind of unlikely because Armin doesn't really submit people, but I've seen him submit people in training, so, I mean, 29% submission rate by Dan, that's crazy. But, I think Armin's probably going to TKO him on the ground. Yeah. Grappling. Does Dan shoot takedowns and I don't even, like, realize? But I don't think it's anything that can, like, negatively change the way Armin's going to fight. I don't think there's a chance that Dan's going to try to grapple Armin. I think Armin's just going to dominate on the ground, probably TKO him, rain down elbows, maybe cut him up. Could even be doctor stoppage, you never know. But that's the way I see this fight going. That's the way I see this card going. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my UFC Fight Night Tsarukyan versus Hooker predictions. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.